Howdy folks, Craigster Sr. Hot Nuts Diecast. Do a little more practicing with my gyroscopic gimbal. This is ahead of the Southern Pro Stock Skirmish. We'll be running that race tomorrow. But in the meantime, doing the Decide Your Ride with the Mustangs that I had going on. So first up, we've got Grateful Sam in that 65 Blue Mustang GT. He's in lane number 2. And in the 07 Shelby GT 500 Matchbox, that's that red convertible, we got High Roller Joe. Let's see what they'll do. And looks like the 65 took that one. We'll swap lanes. Good race. Okay, so first race there, Grateful Sam laying down 1.536. He's now in lane 1. High Roller Joe. See what he can do. He's got to beat that time. And 65 takes it again. Another close race. Grateful Sam moving on. All right, next up, we've got a couple of 65 Mustang fastbacks. We got the red car in lane 1. That's being driven by Cheap Thrills Racing, and the white car in lane 2 being driven by Diecast Show Customs. Ought to be a good race. And it was a good race. The red one's taking that one. We'll go ahead and swap lanes. All right, Triple B laying down at 1.507 in lane 1 in that red 65 fastback. Xavier there has got to step it up there. Diecast Show Customs driving the white one. Time to beat 1.507. Let's see. And the red car bests his own time, 1.504. Moving on, Triple B. All right, got another good matchup here. We got a couple of 07 GT 500s going at it. We got the black Shelby being driven by Dennis Taylor, Chase Family Racing, Brown's Family Racing, Larry Stipe, and Sugar Booty Racing. And in the white GT 500, it's Dog Squab Racing and Zamac Speed Shop. Let's see it. Good race. 5159. Nice run. All right, man, that was a good race. The black GT, Shelby GT 500, taking that first one, being driven by Dennis Taylor, Chase Family, Brown's Family, Larry Stipe, and Sugar Booty. The time to beat is a 1.519. The white one there, you got Dog Squab and Zamac Speed Shop. You guys got to step it up. Let's go. See what we do. And black one takes it again. Moving on. Okay, next up we have a couple of really cool cars. I think this probably is my favorite one in the whole batch. The 67 Shelby GT 500 in blue. That one's being driven by Henry Stanislawski, Dutch Clutch Racing, Rat Sack, and Zizzer Prime. And then the other one, I love that blue on that 07 GT 500. That one's being driven by Bull Sarge and Model Speed Shop. See which one's quicker. 67 GT pulling out that one. Good race, good times. We'll swap lanes. All right, yeah, an 03 to an 08. Good times. So let's see which one of these two is quicker, 67 or the 07. And boy, that 67. Great time cracking the sub 1.5s. with a 1.497. Moving on. Okay, up next we have a couple of 2010 Mustangs. The red one being driven by Blackjack and the blue one being driven by Zip and Zeke. Let's see what these two are all about. Not so quick, not terrible. Red one took that one, we'll swap lanes. Alright, old Zip and Zeke needs to beat a 1.512 if he wants to get to the next round. Let's see if he can do it. And nope, the red one's going to take it. Blackjack, moving on. Okay, this ought to be interesting. We've got the 2010 Shelby GT500, the silver car. That is in lane 1. That one's driven by Ram Raid Diecast and Rabid Badger Racing. And then the Mustang Funny Car. Check that out. Driven by Bavarian Diecast Racing and Numbskull. Let's see what we got here. And the Funny Car pulling it out with a 1.532. Unknown 10,000th. Good race. Alright, that was a little bit slower. I kind of expected more out of both of these cars. A 1.532. I mean, it was a great race and a dead nuts tie, but let's see what they'll do. They were at the speed shop, so just not real fast. Easier to keep up with. Yeah, see, 1.529. The Funny Car, tad faster that pass, but not great. Moving on. Okay, getting down to the nitty gritty. Last couple of runs here coming up for round 1. This one we've got the 65 Fastback, the white one. That one's being driven by Bugwood Diecast Racing. And the 69 Boss 302, driven by Mystic Archives. So it'll be a pretty decent race. Let's see what we got. And the Boss 302 taking that one with a 1.551. We'll swap lanes. Okay, well, these cars both coincidentally have a lot of chatter in the wheels. I'm not sure what's up with that. I did not true the wheels up, did not sand them at all, just lube the cars up. So there definitely is a wheel issue with both of these cars. They just happen to be running against each other. Hear it when they hit the flat there. And a little better. And Boss 302 is going to move on. 1.516. Okay, these are the last two cars of round 1. And in lane 1, the dark horse, that's being driven by yours truly, Craigster Sr. And the 25 Mustang GTD driven by Mama Bombshell. See which one of these things is quicker. Both newer castings. And looks like the dark horse took that one with a not too bad 1.510 to a 1.8. Let's swap lanes. Okay, time to beat 1.510. Dark horse, much narrower. This GTD is like snug. It's got a little wiggle room, but not much. Dark horse has quite a bit more, so that has definitely something to do with scrubbing off some speed on the sidewalls. See what they'll do. And the dark horse taking that one again with a 1.506. Not bad. Okay, here's the first cars in round number 2. So up first we have in the blue Matchbox 65 GT, we've got Grateful Sam. He is in lane 2. And in that 65 Mustang Fastback in red, we've got Cheap Thrills Racing. See which one's quicker, Matchbox or Hot Wheels. Looks like the Hot Wheels is going to take that one with a 1.503. Let's swap lanes just for fun. Okay, Grateful Sam's got to beat a 1.503 that was laid down by Triple B. in that red 65 fastback. Let's see if he can do it. Not gonna happen. Triple B is gonna move on in that red fastback for 1.5. Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one here now. In that black Shelby over there in lane 1, we've got Dennis Taylor, Chase Family Racing, Browns Family Racing, Larry Stipe, and Sugar Booty Racing. And in that 67 Shelby GT 500 in blue, we've got Henry Stanislawski, Dutch Clutch Racing, Rat Sack, and Zizzer Prime. This ought to be a good race right here. Two popular picks. Good race. But look at that, 67. Wow, what a blistering time, 1.495. Wow. All right, and just because I need the practice, not only in the filmography, but in also the speaking, in that black 07 Shelby, we've got Dennis Taylor, Chase Family Racing, Browns Family Racing, Larry Stipe, and Sugar Booty Racing. And then in the 67 Shelby GT 500, love that car, Henry Stanislawski, Dutch Clutch, Rat Sack, and Zizzer Prime. You laid down that 1.495. It's going to be hard to beat. See if they can do it. .504, a little bit slower, but the 67 shall be moving on. All right, next in the blocks we've got, looks like Bavarian Diecast and Numbskull Racing in the Mustang Funny Car in lane 1, and Blackjack in that 2010 Mustang GT in red in lane 2. Let's see what the hell. And whoa, field 10 edging him out. Let's swap lanes. Okay, Bavarian Diecast and Numbskull got to beat that 1.512 laid down by Blackjack in that red 2010 Mustang GT. Now that funny car you'd think would be super fast, but it is narrow. It's about as bad as some of the Johnny Lightnings on this seamless track, because it is narrow, and if it swims, that's going to scrub off a lot of speed. But let's see what happens. And he takes that one. Oh, 1.513. And unfortunately, the 1.3 does not beat the 1.2 laid down by that red Mustang in the next round there. So sorry about that, fellers. Better luck next time. All right, next one's up here. We got that Boss 302 driven by Mystic Archives and myself in the Dark Horse. Let's see what they'll do. And the Dark Horse, surprisingly, is a pretty quick one here, 1.505. Let's swap lanes. All right, Mystic Archives now in the Boss 302 in lane 2. Myself in the Dark Horse Mustang in lane 1. Time to beat 1.505. Let's see if the boss can pull out a hero run. No, not looking like it. That Dark Horse charging on. Okay, getting down to the nitty gritty here. We've got in that beautiful 65 red Mustang fastback, got Triple B Cheap Thrills Racing. And in the 67 Shelby GT 500, we have Henry Stanislawski, Dutch Clutch Racing, Rat Sack, and Zizzer Prime. This ought to be a great race right here now. Let's see what they got. Great race. Look at that. 1.495. We'll swap lanes. 67 taking it so far. All right, Triple B, man, you got to take them on. You got 4 against 1 here. You got to beat a 1.495. Let's see if that 65 can pull it out. Nope, not going to happen. 67 The 1.496 will be moving on. Okay, well, getting down to the nitty gritty here, we got in that 2010 Mustang GT in red, that's Blackjack. And myself in the Dark Horse 22 Dark Horse Edition. And in case you didn't know, that's my cat. So it's me and my cat. It's a daily battle around here. Let's see what they do. And the Dark Horse taking that one with a 1.505. We'll swap lanes. Alright, we've swapped lanes. Dark Horse now in lane 2, the 010 in lane 1. Time to beat is a 1.505. And the Dark Horse taking that one, getting faster with 1.502. Maybe you can get a sub 1.5 here maybe. Woo. And before we see the final, let's see the battle for third here. Triple B versus Blackjack. Let's see what we do. Triple B pulling that one off easily with a 1.505 with swap lanes. Lane swappage. Blackjack now in lane 1. Triple B in lane 2. Time to beat 1.505. Not going to do it with an 07, but close. So Triple B will be the third place participant. Okay, so here's our final. Kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting this Dark Horse to do as well, but the other one I opened up was not near as fast as this one. So I'm glad to see that. And in the 67 Shelby, another great car. Two of my favorites out of the whole group. That 67 being driven by Henry Stanislawski, Dutch Clutch Racing, Rat Sack, and Zizzer Prime. Let's see who's going to take it. And a good race. The 67 taking that one with a 15 flat. Alright, fellas are ganging up on me here in that 67. Henry, Dutch, Rat Sack, Zizzer. Kicking my butt. Got to beat a 1.500. And not happening. 67 besting his other time, breaking that 1.5 barrier once again. And just for S's and G's, I'm going to run Barry Porter here up against myself, Craigster Sr., a little grudge match here to see who's really second place. See what we do here. And look at there. Triple B finding the eye of the tiger here all of a sudden. Okay, well, I'm going to try to redeem myself here. Barry might steal second. 1.497, time to beat. And look at there. Yep. Confirmed. All right, so there you have it. First place is that 67 Shelby GT 500. Henry Stanislawski, Dutch Clutch Racing, Rat Sack, and Zizzer Prime all picked that one. And then we had Triple B, Eye of the Tiger, Cheap Thrills Racing in that 65 Mustang Fastback, and old Craigster Sr., myself, and the old Dark Horse. That sounds like me. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Trying to get used to this gimbal deal here. Enjoying my track. Getting ready for racing tomorrow in the Southern Pro Stock Skirmish. For now, Craigster Sr. checking out. And just wanted to say again, special thanks to my buddy Jim Esch for giving me all these cool ass Mustangs. It was fun running them down the track. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll definitely enjoy the rest of that collection, man. All right, again, Craigster Sr.